still in our summit, we still had many other companies that were being represented. We had Oysters and Pearls, which was represented by Jacob Odul. We also had FCI, that is Faculty of Computing and Informatics, which was represented by Madame Glory. We also had CAMTECH Uganda, which was represented by Madame Nuriat. We also had Robo Auto Systems, which was represented by Engineer Benjamin. All these companies had different products, services, and programs. So, would you like to know more about services, products, and programs each of the companies are providing? Let's keep watching.
My name is Gloria Nguchi from the Faculty of Computing and Informatics, that is MAST FCI. I am the Outreach and Publicity Coordinator for the faculty. We have quite a number of activities and programs that take place at the faculty. Today we are here because of the Faculty of Computing and Informatics. This is the Innovations Tech Summit for Africa, and it's going to happen annually. This is the first of its kind. So let's give a round of applause to the Faculty of Computing. It's a center full of brains, full of people, active people, under the able leadership of Dr. Everest Nawasa, sitting right in front of me. He is a father and he's always there for us. He has mentored most of us. Among the activities that we have, one of the obvious ones is the teaching and the learning that takes place at the faculty, and this takes place at all levels. We have certificate programs, the short professional courses, we have the undergraduate programs, we have postgraduate programs, and we have research generally taking place. And our research at the faculty is inclusive in regards to policy, community empowerment, and economic development also. Then we also have collaborations with other universities and organizations. Organizations like Candela are here because we have collaborations with them. And these are not only local collaborations, these are also global collaborations. And it's through these collaborations we get to network with other people out there. We get to have our products, our graduates getting employed out there. And it's because of such collaborations today Andela is telling us they are hiring. So our finalists who are there, I know you are hardworking. Please don't let these opportunities pass you by. And then we also have, among activities that we have open days that take place at the faculty. In these open days, we open up to the community out there. We invite them and show them what we have, what we can do, and what we have for them. And we have community engagement. Our community engagement takes place through industry training. Our second year students and third year students usually go out for community engagement, and they get to know a feel of the industry, have a hands-on experience. Not only that, we also have a fully fledged center for STEM. That is science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and innovation. The main aim of the STEM-I Center is to establish effective partnership for building a multi-level capacity in STEM-I education, research, and knowledge translation, and their contribution to national development. So FCI is not only about academics. Like I told you earlier on, we are out there to give it to you in all folds. And then among the programs that we have, I mentioned quite a number of programs that we have. The certificate programs of professional course programs. We have CCA, that is Certificate in Computer Applications, that runs for 4 weeks. We have Information Technology Essentials that runs for 10 weeks. Then we have CCNA, that is Cisco Certified Network Associate, that runs for 6 months. Undergraduate programs, we have Information Technology, BIT, that runs for 3 years. We have Bachelor of Computer Science, that runs for 3 years. And then we have a new program that we're rolling out this coming academic year. Come 2019-2020 academic year, we're having Software Engineering. Bachelor in Software Engineering, that's going to run for 4 years. Then our postgraduate programs, we have a postgraduate diploma in information systems, we have a postgraduate diploma in health information technology, and then we have Master of Science in Information Systems, Master of Science in Health Information Technology, and then we have Master of Business Informatics. So those are the finalists who are here, who are finishing. Don't think you have stopped here. Please come back and enroll for these programs. Build your capacity so that you can be hired by the one out there. And then for the PhD programs, PhD is not only for those in academia. Anyone out there can do a PhD as long as you qualify for it and you're interested in it. Any field in computing, we have PhDs in them. Talk about artificial intelligence, talk about machine learning, talk about robotics. By the way, we're rolling out very soon robotics. Yes. Please come and enroll for a PhD with us.
Yes.
With all that said, and probably if there's any other thing that maybe that you want clarification on, maybe I can talk about it later on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Gloria. Hand of applause to this lady. Bear with me as we invite Engineer Benjamin. The rest will say it.
Thank you, Robert. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm Engineer Team Benjamin Mbarara. I'm a Cisco certified network professional. I am basically a network engineer, but also a hobby is software development. I have a passion for Java and Python as well, because I'm looking at network automation to focus my career there. But I'm not here to talk about myself. I'm here to talk about a company I work for or manage called Global Auto Systems. So before I talk about Global Auto Systems, I want to give you a brief insight of the IT market in Mbarara and southwestern Uganda. I like to think of it as the Silicon Valley without the cutting-edge technology and the startup approach to product development. What do I mean? We have companies popping up every now and then in Mbarara, but then they tend to rotate around the same things without really introducing new things into the market. So it means they die out quickly because they can't compete with the technology edge that's happening around them, and their scope is really so small. If they left Mbarara to the next place, which is Kampala, they'll suffocate because the technology they're trying to offer is something that really can't compete amicably in market. So with that, we're like, okay, what can we do? So Global Auto Systems Mbarara is not only here, we have partners in Malawi that we say, okay, apart from the normal things that an IT company would do, why don't you also come and try and bridge up the gap by providing technical, high-end skills, professional development, which can really give the people that are coming out into the software and hardware engineering IT market, the latest skills that they can really move out of the scope of Mbarara and compete amicably. So we offer professional courses, that is in networking, in data analysis, 3D modeling and design, and also so many others that you can check out on our website. Then we also do product development, software product development, but in a startup approach, not just trying to reinvent the wheel, because we don't want really to be a company that's going to compete with every other IT company that's already on the market, but rather complement the services that they're giving, such that we can move forward. Because in the digital age, you can't be independent in the IT age. You have to work with each other. So we've always had the stories that, you know what, Samsung and Apple are competing, but then the funny bit is that some of the chips that iPhones use are being manufactured by Samsung. So those are the kind of mindset that seeks to introduce into the IT market in Mbarara and in Uganda as well. So we offer software development, we also offer hardware, we offer networking and IT consultancy. So for more about Global Auto Systems, you can reach out to me and I can discuss more. But one thing that we offer is complementing the IT services that are already being provided and also promoting a startup-based approach to product development, not only products that are going to compete in the local market, but compete internationally and meet the standards. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Engineer Benjamin. And next, please. We want to invite a company, Oysters and Pearls, right? Talk to us.
Thank you. I think ours is the most boring one. everybody here is doing really amazing things, and I think that's very good. Yes. Good afternoon. My name is Jacob Odur. The operations director at Oysters and Pearls. Oysters and Pearls is a tech NGO based in Gulu. We've been in operation, I think 12 years now, though we formally filed our paperwork about 7 years ago. Briefly, as I talk about Oysters and Pearls, I'll just tell a funny story. Up until 2012, if you were somebody who was blind or visually impaired, even if you wanted to do ICT, you could not do it because of some funny act or some rule that was at the Ministry of Education. So in 2012, we championed for someone to, the first blind student ever to sit for ICT in Uganda. For people who attended the session early on in the morning, there was one person on the panel, CAMTECH Dennis. He is a former beneficiary of the program, and he has since finished university and now is employed with us. He was the first ever blind person in Uganda to sit for ICT at all level. And since then, like, brought him on into the organization, and now he's helping champion for other people like him to be able to sit for subjects that they are previously exempted from. Still among subjects that they have been exempted from, there's economics. And last year we successfully lobbied for 2 students to sit for economics at A level, which is also the first time it's ever happened in Uganda. And we've been trying to do this at levels as young as primary school, in that we don't want community to look at some people as some people who cannot be able to participate in some things. So the work that we do is basically trying to just make technology fun, with the hope that if students find technology fun, they're going to feel they're going to be more curious into wanting to learn how to make those things, and in that curiosity, they're going to pay much more attention, they're going to have much more interest in science-related subjects at school. So the programs that we do, we have a robotics program, and basically what we do during the whole school term, we have outreaches weekly to these schools. Currently we're operating in Northern Uganda only, but we've since got partnerships with other schools. So what we do is we each term, basically we get a group of students, okay? Interested students, could be any number that the school is okay with offering for us. And we give them a challenge, yeah? We could say that, all right, maybe this time we want you guys to utilize the skills that you are learning in physics, in mathematics, and chemistry to maybe solve a problem in transportation. And the students, because it's a term-long thing, and they have the support of the teachers and also the support of the mentor from Oysters and Pearls. What the students are going to be doing is they're going to, think through what they have been taught, in physics, and then they are going to utilize that, plus the electronics training or the mechanics training that we're providing for them, and they're going to come up with solutions that are local, all right? Things that they see in their communities. And we try as much as possible to encourage them to utilize things that they can easily find out there. Of course, we right now cannot locally find programmable boards and all, but apart from that, if you went through the exhibition stall there, you'll find that we have things that are made out of cardboard, we're utilizing things made out of plywood, because these are the things that they have. But then also, if they're using things that they can locally find in their communities, then they're not going to find that innovations are something foreign, or innovations are something that are supposed to, come from someplace else. The other very vibrant program that we have is support for girls and women in technology. We have a full department that is dedicated to that. And for the past 5 years, we have been coordinating a global program called Technovation. Technovation is a program for girls between the ages of 13 to 15. And during 12 weeks, there's a course for 12 weeks. They get to learn how to design mobile phone applications, especially on the Android platform. And then they also learn entrepreneurial skills of how they can be able to make money out of those innovations and all of that. And all of this culminates into a pitch event, which takes place. First of all, there's a round at the local level, at the regional level, and then after that, there's another round. If their solutions are good, they're judged online, and then they can go for a pitch event in San Francisco. The other things that we have are some music and arts programs, which we have since noticed that the blind and visually impaired people perform really well at, and it gives them a platform to be able to express themselves, to be able to talk freely about things that they feel and things that they go through every day in their life. We host trainings every term holidays, and then we have one very large training which takes place in January at Gulu High School. And the previous camps have attracted students from over 45 schools across Uganda, with representation from even Maryhill, who have gone for that. Shiba is also one person who has been there for the trainings. We value partnerships very much, and this has ensured that we have a very good working relationship with Freedom Scientific. If yesterday you saw the presentation again by Basil and CAMTECH, you might have wondered how were they able to utilize the computer.
Thank you.
Okay. There's a software called JAWS, which basically is a screen reader program. It reads out whatsoever is on the screen. If you are actually a sighted person, it's very frustrating if you try to use that software. And these guys have mastered it. There's a certification program for it, and we are trying to roll that out to as many schools as possible. The world is going digital. We are not trying to replace Braille, but we are hoping that if more of these people are able to access technology and proficient at the use of technology, that way us and them are going to be able to speak the same language. You know, currently, if a student sits for an exam, if a blind student sits for an exam, they type it out in Braille. Then when UNEP is marking, they get a sighted person who understands it. Then that sighted person has to sort of transcribe that work. And sometimes the answers are lost in it. The person who wrote the answers is not exactly the same person who is transcribing it. So the challenge we noticed is sometimes the students are marked wrongly for those things. Yeah. Thank you. That's some of it.
Thank you so much. A round of applause for these guys.
I hope you're not tired of seeing my face around. Yeah, I was supposed to be, some of my colleagues have other commitments somewhere, so I have to talk to you about CAMTECH, but I'm sure most of you already know from the engagements we had since yesterday. How many of us have been at CAMTECH Uganda? Okay, I see a good number. So CAMTECH is the Consortium for Affordable Medical Technologies. We are based at Mbarara University, and our existence was as a result of an MOU that was signed between MAST and the Massachusetts General Hospital in the US. So we exist to support innovators through the innovation ecosystem, which we have developed and tested ourselves. Our innovation ecosystem since 2012, we have developed it ourselves, we have tested it and checked a few things, and now we have one that we think can be rolled out to other innovation hubs. So CAMTECH, our innovation ecosystem consists of several activities. One are the internship programs. The internship programs they used to happen twice every year during students' holidays, but now we have merged it to one, where we have it in June, July. I sent out a call for people to apply, I think yesterday. So June, July, and during the internship program, we get interns from different universities, but the biggest composition is MAST students from different disciplines. Medical, IT, business, because we believe as innovations, if you are an innovator and if you come up with a good innovation, you should have a multidisciplinary team. So when we get these students, we help them form teams which are multidisciplinary, and these teams compose students from other universities. So it runs every year, and from that internship, of course, we have projects out of the internship using our process, the design thinking process, so that teams have to think about the challenge and then come up with a solution at the end of it all, which is a prototype, which they can continue working on later. The other component in our ecosystem are monthly innovation cafes. We conduct these every last Thursday of every month, apart from December when we are off for Christmas holidays, and August when we are busy organizing for our hackathons. So this is a 1-hour engagement where we get people together, people who are interested in innovations, get them in one room, and they start pitching about challenges around the field that we have created already. Because we publish, we send out emails, WhatsApp, and inform people about the internship, the innovation cafe. So they will brainstorm, they will come up with challenges, they pitch challenges and brainstorm about the solutions, but they don't come up with final solutions, of course. So from there, we will invite them. They will register on our forms. We invite them and take them through the process of understanding the challenge, through writing a concept and what you propose as a solution. That's what I was talking about yesterday. That before we used to allow people come with their ideas, and later we realized that when you ask them to define the challenge, so they will try to pull the idea to fit the challenge, which was wrong. So now we changed to first present your challenge, let us understand the challenge together, then you can come up with a solution later. From solution, of course, there are several stages that we take you through up to when we see a prototype that is getting towards commercialization. We have a cooperation lab with several services in the cooperation lab. So after we have qualified you, of course, after developing a concept, we will invite a panel of independent experts who are from different institutions, but mostly Mbarara University and the hospital, then other organizations around, because we don't have money to facilitate them to come and attend and help guide this team. So yes. Teams will present. Oh, okay, I'm wrapping up. Now, teams will present. Of course, what I'm trying to bring out is that we make sure that you qualify to move to another stage. We don't qualify you, but an independent team will qualify you. The other one is the annual medical technology hackathons, which I want to talk about now. So we have one every year, and this is the 7th one, which will happen in August, 23rd to 24th August. But the preparations have already started, and this time our theme is going to be transforming healthcare delivery through nursing and midwifery innovations to attain an optimum state of well-being. So we are working hand in hand with the Department of Nursing at Mbarara University and other volunteers and other institutions to make sure that we make this happen. The annual MedTech hackathons, how do they happen? We get people together, people will apply. The link is already up, I will share it. People will apply and then we will select you. Then you get into one room for a weekend, a full weekend, where you pitch challenges and then come up with prototypes. Of course, form teams, and then the best innovators will be rewarded, and then we will continue supporting you from that. It doesn't stop at the hackathon only. Other services we have at CAMTECH is the workspace, the population lab workspace, where innovators will come and work on their projects, research projects, and have very good internet supported by NITA. Joshua, thank you so much for that support. I think we have the best internet capacity at Mbarara University. If you want to hold any teleconference, you will hold it without any interruptions. So thank you so much for that. Grants. We also give out grants, seed, which is called a seed grant, some little money to help you move from, you know, the initial stages to a level where you have some proof of concept. Every year we award $7,000 to each the best teams from the hackathon. Of course, we support them to develop their concepts, and at a certain stage we will send out a call where people apply. So we have already sent out one, and we have winners for this year who have been rewarded already. Mentorship is another activity service. We mentor students. You don't have to pay to come to this hub. There also we help you create networks for you. If you're developing a certain application or innovation. So we don't only deal in applications, but application and device and all types of innovations. And now I want to announce this, that we have moved, we are now fully under the university. So we are under the Center for Innovations and Technology Transfer. So we have known CAMTECH to be medical related, but now we are diversifying. Medical, agriculture, education, all those areas will be supporting people to come up with innovations in those areas. Thank you so much. I will share the application link for the hackathon later. Thank you for that opportunity.
Thank you so much. A round of applause.